In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast.
Well, here we are. It's
Yes.
Monday. It's hot.
It's not that bad over here.
It's not bad.
I can hear your fan.
Wow, I was a Boy Scout, man. I'm fucking prepared.
Ding. 19.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
John, pay the bills.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you do it.
Okay. So welcome to the Freedom Friends podcast. That's Scott. We got Dave filling in for Mikey because he's out
Hola.
gallivanting around the world. And then Jazz and I'm John. It's brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Score yourself a sweet 15% off. A wellness.us for all your CBD needs. Freedom Friends 25. Get you a quarter off your order. Freedom Friends 10
at IC
at
Tech.
IC Tech Coolers or ICTech.com for those who get it. And grillyourassoff.com/Freedom Friends podcast. Score yourself 15% off over there with that.
And if you like these whiskey glasses we're drinking out of,
Oh, yeah.
we actually have them back on the
We
website.
do. And coffee mugs.
Mhm.
I saw the
And
new coffee mug.
ashtrays
I'm going to have to
from-
buy one of those.
We got
I like
hoodies
that.
coming soon.
I like that coffee mug.
Yeah. We got hoodies. They should be live in a couple of weeks. We got ashtrays are back in stock. Green humidors are en route. Travel humidors should be within the next couple of months. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for all that. And then yeah.
Yes.
So well, that's it, boys.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in. And,
we have to keep doing the podcast long enough for me to at least finish my drink.
Oh, fucking drink up, bud.
Well, I'll probably have a couple.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So Justin brought something up on the screen just now. Before we get into the podcast, I very, very rarely will Warfighter do any kind of a GoFundMe or promote any kind of one or what. We just kind of like, it's not what we usually do. This one's kind of close to John and I. So the Battle Force is having, which is our old unit, 3rd Battalion 327 Infantry, is having a Operation Tapeworm reunion.
20-year reunion for taking out Uday and Kusei.
Yeah, and they're having it at the Infantry Museum in Fort Benning. But they're doing a GoFundMe for a really good reason. Otherwise, I wouldn't really throw it out there. But they're trying to raise money to pay for the Gold Star families to attend the reunion. And so Justin's going to have the link on there. If you guys care to do it, the Gold Star family, they lost their child or husband or whatever in combat, and it was with the unit John and I were in, or a subsequent unit that they went to, but
somebody was attached with us.
Yeah, who was in our unit at one time. And so I think that's a kind of a noble cause to get the families out there, give them some, I think when a death happens in combat or whatever, the family, like all the guys are deployed. So they might get to see like 1 or 2 guys that their person
first line
with.
leadership or some sort of leadership from their unit.
So I think it'd be good for these families to attend and hear some stories and hear and see what everybody else is doing and whatever. I think it's a good cause. So if you guys want the links on the bottom of the page, you can even So if you want to donate, feel free. If not, whatever. So
yeah, I'll back that. That's fucking awesome.
But
a lot of times for Gold Star families and stuff, the guys left from that unit, that may be the closest thing to family that is left.
Right.
Yeah.
It is not uncommon in military families for there not to be a whole lot of extended quote unquote blood family outside the service.
Right.
Like a lot of times the guys that you serve with in your unit and you deployed with and stuff, that is the family. Like that's it. So getting gold stars out there. That's
the last
that's all
reunion
the
I went
that's all
to.
the uncles and the brothers and all that stuff are all out there. So
Yeah. The last reunion I went to just a couple weeks ago, we had a different kind of reunion, but something similar. There was a sister of somebody who was in a different company than me. I didn't know her brother, but she was hanging out at the reunion with all the guys, and like it meant a lot to her. I could see it, and had a couple good conversations with her, and so I think this is something that like I said, it's a good cause. I think so. If you're so inclined, the goal is 5,000 right now. As I look at it, it's at 1102.
And it doesn't have to be huge.
Yeah.
Go throw it $10.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Like anything that can help clear tickets and stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for listening to that. And
back
back
to our
to
regular
your-
scheduled program.
I was going to say regular scheduled dick jokes. But,
Before we get into the dick jokes, I do want to talk about something that I read over the weekend that was really, really funny to me.
And it wasn't a dick joke?
No, surprisingly it wasn't. Yeah. So in Russia, there are essentially, for lack of better words, freedom fighters that are fighting against Russian forces on Russian soil. And their end goal is to overthrow Putin. And Russia has acknowledged that this is happening.
Is that what all these little drone things are about lately?
I'm maybe. So because they didn't quote take ownership on that, but there's satellite footage of fighting. And it's funny because they found it from the geotags the Russian soldiers are putting up. And so essentially the Russian soldiers are posting on social media thinking they're like all fucking hot shit and geotagging the location. And these other guys are like, oh, they're right here. He just posted an hour ago, and they go fuck them up.
Yeah. So OPSEC is real, kids.
Yeah.
When your chain of command tells you,
I find it interesting
don't
that
post shit.
Russia, the Russian government is recognizing that they have an active rebellion on their own soil.
So
that is not a very Russian thing to do.
They didn't outright like admit that they know that these are Russians that are attacking, but they admitted that there has been incidences or whatever you want to call it.
They're not saying it's Russians, but they're recognizing some sort of insurgency.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, so I read this article and I was like, wow. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just happening right across the border.
I watched like one of those like 4-minute micro news clips, not from like a major channel, but from one of the guys that like
actually reports news.
Yeah. And then just gave the bullet points. There was no emotion behind it and the why or anything like that, but it was that same thing. And it was about that the geotagging from social media. And they're saying that even with the geotagging, if it's a moving element, they're actually able to do it because there's so many people posting.
Yeah.
So now they're literally triangulating position off of like who's and whose photos and where they are. And they're able to dial in like an exact position off of whatever social media platform they're on.
What a platform that I've seen, especially a lot in the past 6 months or so, maybe even longer, that puts out like daily headlines that are you won't find anywhere else. OAF Nation, and they'll put it on their Instagram, and it's just you scroll through like 10 slides of today's headlines. You click their link in their bio, and they have the articles for each individual one. But they got some pretty awesome like in-depth articles that you won't see on any major news platform.
I used to do this with a BBC.
Mm-hmm.
You could go to BBC and they would have the Weekly World Report or whatever it was. It was half an hour long.
Yeah.
And it was like every story they told got like 45 seconds because it was a half an hour show and it was just everything that was going on globally. And I used to be able to go and do that. And now even the BBC is like,
right.
One of the best that I look at is Telegraph, and you can go right to like the Russian links, and like the pictures are all super up to date. And you see a lot of combat footage. They don't censor anything on that one, so that's another good one if you want to see like unfiltered war footage.
I'm speaking of unfiltered war footage. Have you guys watched The Greatest Beer Run Ever?
Yes.
What a movie.
Read the book too.
Yeah.
I didn't know he could act.
I will say, and I know this is the biggest.
I thought he was
douchebag
just pretty
fucking
and
thing
told
to
a joke
say.
every once in a while. I didn't know he could actually like.
But the book's better than the movie.
Well, of course it is.
It's a big. It just goes into a lot more detail of like.
Yeah, but
You
you
know.
can't. You can in a book. You can't do that in a movie, or
Well,
it's a documentary.
A lot of it's in the movie, but it's
Hollywoodized.
well, the way they explain it in the book is you visualize, you understand it all. In the movie, they portray the scene, but they don't go over the details of why things are the.
But that's
you know.
the number one rule in film is that it's show don't tell.
Yeah.
Like any of those movies that you watch, they're like, this movie sucked. More than likely, it's because the characters. All that happens is the character just tells you everything that's going on, so you don't get to infer anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're really fucking boring. So
But imagine that. Imagine fucking being overseas and then your fucking homeboy Steve shows up and you're like, just like in the movie, like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I came to bring you a beer.
Yeah.
but
Where's your uniform?
we watched it. We watched it right before the move
Okay.
because the whole house was torn apart, so there was nothing to do. So it was like, well, let's start watching some of these movies that
Right.
we've wanted to watch and haven't gotten around to, but I was really impressed with it. But that was what I liked about it is that they were, when you study media, both how I studied it in the Army and then when I studied it at film school, those, the reporters that were in Vietnam that were sending home these raw images, when you start looking at that, that's when we started getting, so we've had embedded reporters ever since.
Right.
But you start getting it to where they're always on like a balcony, like a mile and a half away from where it's happening and all that kind of stuff. And it's literally, it was a ratings game. People didn't want to see it raw because it made it too real. But it's very easy to be very patriotic when it's just kind of a background and you're not seeing exactly what we're doing.
Well, the prime example of that in recent times, I hope a bunch of our listeners remember, but they probably don't because they're younger. But watching the shock and awe of Iraq in 2003, you know, but they placed cameras overlooking downtown Baghdad.
Yep.
And
then just said, watch the light show.
And that's it. And that's all it was. It looked like a big fucking thunderstorm. But if they had a dude that was, you know,
dodging it while it was going on,
ground level, looking down one of the main roads, they were doing the fucking
Well, the
bull runs.
lightning was, you know, ground level, not in the sky, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the camera was still the camera's still way off, and so it's just this light show kind of on the horizon.
Have you seen the footage of that, Justin?
I have not.
So just type in shock and awe 2003. I bet there'll be still pictures, but
that mission was
we were in Kuwait watching this.
He would have been 5.
Yeah, we were in Kuwait watching watching this.
This is what it's like on the receiving end.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is the news, right?
Yeah.
But they're always have this like huge distance.
Yeah, they're across the river. They're like a mile and a half, 2 miles away, just zooming in.
That's what I'm talking about. Is like a mile and a half, 2 miles away.
So we're prepping the objective there, Justin.
That's
all of Saddam's palaces and shit. So when we actually got to his palaces, there would be like these huge craters and half the building missing. And
So you prepped the objective very well.
well, I think they did. I don't know that they actually caused any harm, like to people.
Well, so a lot of this too was when people started marching in, and they were coming across. I don't want to call them posts, fire bases, like local fire bases. They didn't really have posts in the way that we do. Like they had,
Iraqi, like checkpoints.
Yeah, on the Iraqi side, they had like checkpoints and like tiny little fire bases and stuff like that. But our soldiers were going in, and there was just like piles of uniforms that like they'd gotten raptured. Yeah. Like it was just like, and it was after that because then we started walking in, and it was, where the fuck is everybody? And it was like, oh right, we threw that big dick on the table, and everybody was like, nah, I'm good, son. Like this.
We it reminds me of Kevin Hart. She wasn't ready.
Yeah. Problem is shortly after that, because like what, 2 years later, we started talking about using less than lethal rounds during combat engagements and
So, Justin, imagine sitting in the desert in Kuwait, knowing you're what, 36 hours or less from flying in.
Yeah.
And you're watching that on CNN in a tent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like-
fucking wild.
Yeah.
So if you get the chance to talk to like the 25th ID guys, the guys that like that walked in from the border,
Yeah.
they'll tell you stories about like almost in formation, just piles of uniforms.
That's fucking
Where
crazy.
these Iraqi soldiers were just like, "Yep, nope." That's
And then their information minister, whatever his name, what was his nickname?
I can't remember.
Fuck, it was a funny one. It was saying how like Iraq was kicking our ass while we were going through, and God, what was his name? He had a funny nickname.
But
I remember.
yeah, that was when we were allowed to truly fight, and then they started.
Like, oh, and we're watching this, but where our camp was in Kuwait, we're listening to the Tomahawks fly over, and then we're watching the impact, like whatever, a couple minutes later, however long it
Oh,
took.
that's
Just
so
count it
fucking
out.
cool.
Yeah, the Tomahawks are literally flying over, and we're watching to see what the fuck it hits. It was,
That is
yeah.
so
like my
awesome.
$2
Yeah.
Baghdad Bob.
Yeah, Baghdad Bob. That's the guy.
I think his real name was
Mohammed Saeed Sahaf.
yeah.
Baghdad Bob.
That's fucking crazy. So y'all were 36 hours out from when this all was going on.
I believe so.
Probably
Yeah.
maybe even a little less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was literally that, and then everybody
No,
went
that
in.
was. I
like,
think we were less than that. That was the night before.
that was the
Yeah,
night
it-
before.
it
The
might
next
have been-
morning,
it might have
everybody
been
went
12
in
hours,
because it was
yeah.
Operation Shock and Awe.
That was 20 years ago. I can't remember.
It was Operation Shock and Awe, and then it was air, sea, and land. Like every element went in.
Yeah.
So, like you guys all flew in.
Yeah.
25th ID and
third ID.
third ID walked in.
Well, they
and rolled
yeah, yeah.
in. 25th ID walked in because
Well, like there was elements of our unit that drove too.
Yeah. Well, they had the what they call it, the GAC,
Yeah, so they had to get all of our
the ground assault convoy.
yeah, they had to get all of our equipment to us. So
and then
Like we flew into the rucksack on our back.
yeah,
And that was
but
it.
listening to the guys that drove in, like they were driving for 36 straight hours.
That sucked.
Yeah, and like
Oh.
through dust and like
And you guys know how well maintained military vehicles are.
Yeah.
Peak
They're
of
just-
perfection.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
trying to refuel, trying to fucking.
and you're talking about the main highway there is literally mostly just compacted sand.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
all of that stuff you saw afterwards where there's like roads, we put all that in.
Oh yeah.
But like that wasn't them. The stuff they put in, they don't put a substrate in and they just pour blacktop straight down. So we started rolling in with heavy equipment and the shoulders and everything started breaking away on the roads because it couldn't support the weight of our gear. And God.
There's an intersection
country.
in on the north side of Mosul, and it was like a trucking route. Like all these guys would get to this intersection, bang a right, and they'd go north up to like the free trade zone. And in the right hand lane, just from the weight of these trucks, now every single one of them is overloaded, and these roads aren't rated for it. But the ruts where the wheels would go were like almost knee deep. Yeah. Like it was insane. There's like a foot depth in the ruts where the tire tracks would go from these, and it's on pavement. It's on a road.
Yeah.
That's one of those where you just let go of the wheel and let Jesus take over because
It's so
the
funny.
ruts will steer it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's autonomous driving. You set the cruise control
Autonomous driving in a jingle truck.
and then let the highway take you where it will.
Allah take the wheel.
like let's be honest, without the ruts, that's kind of how it works too.
Allah take the wheel. Put that on a shirt.
Oh, speaking of driving, we had a listener comment on YouTube that he said when he was younger, him and his friend's favorite pastime is there was a 5-way stop intersection in his hometown, and they used to literally just go post up at that intersection with chairs and beers and just watch the fuckery ensue. And I was like, yeah, I could see that being very entertaining.
5-way stop.
You need to do the Allah take the wheel with like a Volkswagen Passat steering wheel and one red button.
I was gonna do it with a Toyota Hilux.
Yeah. Either way, you do multiple versions.
Just a Hilux with a tripod in the back.
And then you got to print like a dead man switch down here.
Oh, what else is in current events?
At this point, that's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about current events.
It's timeless.
We are literally discussing history right now.
Well, Jazz, you are in a new house now.
I am. I have a house. I have a house. More importantly, I have an all new AC system, and that shit is amazing. The AC system in the house worked, but it was the original one for the house. The house was built in 2009.
Yeah.
So it was a 14-year-old system. And every manufacturer out there tells you that end of cycle on any system is 15 years if you took really good care of it.
Yeah.
And the house it wasn't hot, but you could tell it was a struggle.
Yeah.
And I've got a really good friend of mine that is in the HVAC business. And so the sellers wouldn't replace the AC. And I was like, cool, put it in the concessions.
Yeah.
But so I want this much in concessions. So we maxed out concessions because we got it quoted. And the quote was like $16,000 to replace, because it's everything. Like the exchange in the attic had to come out, the condenser, all the line, like everything had to be done. And so I called my buddy and I was like, can you do it? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, cool. So he came over the weekend and replaced it. And it cost me $4,200
Nice.
for the entire system. And he put in that. Have you guys seen these UV lights that they put in?
Yeah.
So there's your blower, and then in the cavity of the blower, they put this UV light in, and all the air that passes through it passes through this UV system, and it burns all like the allergens or mold or like smoke, anything that's in the air. It burns it all out of the air so that everything going through your system is clean.
That's a godsend for you, man.
It makes crispy air, and I'm very, very happy with it. But yes, we are officially in the new house, and it is somewhat functional.
Very nice.
I don't know where 90% of my shit is, but
It must be nice to be in a functional home.
Oh. Don't worry, she gave you the look.
Did she?
Yeah, I could see it from here. Yeah, that was. Oh my god! I think I got a little bit of the backblast from that.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna hang out over here for a little bit, kind of off frame, out of camera, out of trajectory.
But yeah, we're very, very excited. So it's
very nice.
It was good.
Did y'all? I heard a little bit about it, about Ron DeSantis announcing his presidential run on Twitter, and apparently it was an absolute shit show.
Well, so Elon Musk used his account to go live. And so I was like on it right when it started, right? And I got kicked off and I had to re-get on it like, I don't know, fucking 10 times. But it started out, there was like 50,000. And then it went up to like 700,000 people watching. And so they put out a thing that said, like we overloaded the system, yada, yada. We'll try to get in 2 hours. And then they went live, I think, in like 45 minutes on somebody else's account who didn't have the amount of followers he did, and then put it out that way. It was okay. The guy whose account they used, I can't remember who it was, but he asked some really fucking stupid questions. Like he was not, I don't know. He acted like a mediary kind of between Musk and DeSantis. And if they would have just not let him talk, it would have been a lot better.
Gotcha.
But, yeah. But otherwise, I don't know. I mean, everybody shit talked it.
Yeah.
But Trump's going to shit talk anything that opposes him.
It's very true.
Like,
yeah, DeSantis, from what I could tell, he was getting hit from both sides because Trump was talking shit. And then I believe whoever's running Biden's Twitter put out that tweet that just said, here's a link that actually works. And I was like, damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I'll link to his announcement where they had him like say 4 things and it was just a long video of like nonsense.
Yeah. Oh, it's about to get spicy, boys.
Yeah.
Speaking of Biden, over under on how many falls between now and
that's a good question,
right?
Because that last one he took was
that was a rowdy one.
That was a rowdy one.
He did bounce back up pretty well though for an old man.
He had help on that one.
Like if that was my grandpa and he fell down, I'd be like, oh my god. And then he got back up and walked, and I was like, oh shit, he's still alive. That's good.
My favorite meme from that is Reagan got up faster after he got shot.
It's true.
I haven't seen that one, but I saw the one with Joe Rogan kneeling down next to him with a microphone. I think Justin showed that one to me.
I actually saw that when Joe Rogan himself reposted it.
Yes.
It's him photoshopped from when he was interviewing Conor McGregor on the floor, and he's like sitting down, and it's just Joe Rogan just peeking out from behind the podium with the mic. It's like, Mr. President, how will we recover from this fall? Shit's fucking good.
Did you see the
chocolate ice cream
Helps a lot.
the female cadet that was next in line to shake his hand? She just walked up, saw him fall, stopped, kind of shrugged a little bit, turned around and walked off.
She got lucky, right?
My favorite woman right now, and nobody's topped her yet, is that one that got that Medal of Freedom or whatever for the president. And he's like, she respects the office.
Yeah.
She takes the medal, she shakes his hand, and as soon as he leaves, she just like shakes her head and gives like the biggest eye roll on the planet and shit. And I'm like,
yeah, I saw that one.
Like, didn't even wait to get
but
off the podium.
He was doing weird shit though, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I think she was willing to be recognized for whatever good work she did. And by the way, I did not look into whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
But you could tell she was not a fan of who was giving her the medal. So,
Well, I think he got a little too personal. I don't know. Like,
he's never
personal,
done that.
The female Medal of Freedom eye roll. I don't know.
eye roll.
It'll pull it up.
It may take me a second. Are y'all looking for the video?
Type in the
Yeah, who
latest.
cares?
Like, you know what I mean?
So I had an awesome conversation on Friday with a lieutenant colonel.
That's a plus right there.
Huh?
I said that's a miracle right there.
Right. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up, because like you guys talk to a lot of them too. I've got a lot of them in my. We talk to a lot of people that are prior service, active military. Like we deal with a lot of these people, and the only reason I'm bringing it up is the conversation I had with this guy.
Yeah.
His whole family were regulars at my place. His kids were awesome, but he's getting ready to get a new. I'm not going to just shout all of his shit out but he is getting ready to go take a new command at a post, and he will be the departmental command for the entire post. So they're leaving, and I was sad to see him go. Really like the family. The wife's awesome. He's great. Kids are great. But I was talking to him, and he came to me, prior enlisted guy, and he went green to gold. So, and his wife was also enlisted, and then she went to college, but decided to become a teacher afterwards, didn't commission. So he went green to gold, and Army family.
Right.
She was Navy. He's Army. He's talking to me, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to take this new command. You were in, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "What do you look for in a new commander?" And right there, I was like,
weekends.
right there, I was like, okay, this is like a legitimate conversation.
Right. I would have just been like, that question right there. That's it. That's
and I was
need.
like, I kind of was like, first off, lead with that when you introduce yourself. Like, just lead with that question.
Yeah.
I was like, secondly, you were not in command to micromanage. You were in command to remove obstacles, which means that you need to let your downline do their jobs. You can't be in the middle of every single one of their decisions, or you'll never get them done. I was like, because if you want to be involved in everything, you're going to do absolutely nothing.
Well, that, and I think this coming from a guy who, I mean, whatever. I was an E5, got demoted, whatever, right? But I really think as like, you need to work for the people below you, not for the people above you.
So, and that's what I told him. And I was like, leadership's job should be to remove obstacles for those below them.
Yeah.
That should be their job. Their job is to get rid of problems that their downline is struggling with. Like,
Right.
you have the authority to go in and just fix that. So that's what you should be doing. You should be removing those obstacles so that the day-to-day stuff that your NCOs or your junior officers and stuff are having to do, you need to be removing the big obstacles and put that on your plate. You don't need to be worrying about the little shit. That's why you have them. And I was like, and keep your majors in check. And he was like, and he got this look on his face, and I was like, I really dislike majors. I have a serious problem with anybody with that rank. like outside of the medical corps, because they like doctors that just get promoted and they're just doctors. Like you're just getting promoted as a pay raise. Your job doesn't change. You're still just a doctor. I was like, the problem is with majors is they don't realize what they are. And as captains, they tasted command. Company level, but they tasted command. Then they become majors. But majors are always like XOs or whatever. Like they lose.
Or S shops.
Or S shops or something. But they lose their authority, essentially. They're not in command anymore. But they have this higher rank. And so they assume that now they're more important because they have this higher rank. And what they really are is it's Butterbar 2.0. You're field grade now, but you need to learn how to be field grade. And you have 3 to 4 years of just learning. You shouldn't be trying to be in charge. You should be learning how to be a good colonel. And if you want that star, that's what you should be learning. And I was like, so get your majors in check. And then
I think, though, all of our advice stops at star. Like all the advice we're giving right now is not how you get a star. It's how you're a good leader. Yeah. But if you want to get promoted, this is probably terrible advice. Yeah.
And so it probably is.
Yeah.
And I was like, but these majors have the opportunity. I was like, that's when they get to go to war college. That's when they get to go do all of these things to make them good as a colonel. And I was like, but all these majors want to act like they're just waiting to be a colonel. So they act like one, but they don't know what the hell they're doing. And I was like, were you a good major? Or did you try to act like you were going to be a lieutenant colonel?
Right.
And he was like, well, I was an XO and I paid attention to the guy above. I was like, right, but you were enlisted. And enlisted, we have this like whole value system of like, you need to know the job above you and the job below you. And if you have a decent NCO above you, even if you're an E5, your E6 or E7 should be training you to be an E6 or an E7.
Yeah.
And I was like, but for some reason, we don't do that with majors. We just leave them in no man's land. And then we end up with all these shitty field grade officers. And he actually was like, thank you. I'm actually going to listen to that. And I'm going to think about how I put in a mentorship program.
Right.
Because he is part of MedCom. So there's just a slew of officers.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, and I was like, good.
I wouldn't know how to even.
I was like, because the officer corps, I'm not going to lie, is the biggest problem in the U.S. Army. It's not the enlisted guys, because the enlisted guys, even shit bags, will still adapt and overcome.
Yeah.
Officers, though, shit doesn't go according to plan. Then they're asking their NCOs why it didn't go according to plan. Which, like, day 2 of basic, we get told
no plan survives first contact.
Yeah. You're going to train for muscle memory, but plans never survive. So I was like, just keep that in mind when you're dealing with these guys, because that's what's going to make good leadership, and that's what's going to make it run smooth. It's not going to be. And I was like, now look, I was only ever an enlisted guy.
Yeah.
But I've been out a decade now and can look back at
I think
this was.
It's advice from a 40-year-old.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They're not taking advice from an E5, like.
And the other thing is that I'll say his name. His name's Jim. I'm not going to give you his last name. But like, he's barely older than me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's older than me by like, I think 3 years. And it's like, we could have gone to high school together, but he's a lieutenant colonel now.
Right.
So
I feel like a lot of that advice also translates into like the civilian world of like, if you're a manager, you should do the exact same thing for everyone below you.
Yep.
Like, get rid of the bullshit that's just gonna waste time.
Take away their obstacles.
Yeah.
That's really your only job.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, John.
Yep.
Can you pass that Basil Hayden's down?
Basil Hayden.
Little Chris Freeman, who's in the audience, brought us. Little dark rye. One of my favorite Basil Haydens.
It's so drinkable.
Basil Hayden hasn't really put out a bad product.
The only one I don't like, and I'm not saying other people don't, it's just not for me. I don't like the Caribbean cask one. I
like that.
The rum one or whatever. It's too, I don't know.
Did they change it?
The cask one, they changed it. It's a different recipe.
And then the Caribbean cask one doesn't do it for me.
These other 2 bottles were brought by a listener, Jose. Drove down, last week maybe? I don't fucking know.
It would have had to been last week. I think you were the only one here on Friday.
Yep. and hung out for a little while. Good, solid dude.
Nice. Well, thank you, Jose.
Right, brought us a bottle of Jam and a bottle of Jameson Black Barrel.
And I was told you stopped by my store, and if I did talk to you and I don't remember talking to you, I apologize.
He said he
that
was
means you
heading
didn't
that way.
ID yourself.
He said,
And if
he
you
was
didn't
heading that
come,
way.
then no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
But I was there on Friday.
Yeah.
I was there till like 7:30,
Oh, okay.
8 o'clock. So
Yeah, it was midday, mid-afternoon. But yeah.
What are we smoking today, boys?
Actually, I think most of us are on the Hero Sports.
Yeah.
cigar.
Yeah. I think you're the only
Yeah.
outlier.
No, that's the one I just lit.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
I think Hero Sports are always enjoyed by the show.
It's one of my faves.
go. It's such a good fucking cigar.
But
I had to restock my humidor at home.
Yeah.
So I grabbed a lot of 660s and Coronas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out. I had like 4 cigars at my home humidor. I'm like, holy shit. And then it was down to like the stuff we got that had no band on it from way back when. And it was all trash. So
That's funny.
yeah, we need to do a cigar bonfire one of these days.
Yes.
We got some shit we just got to get rid of. I wonder how the old Solo stove would do with like.
It'd smell delicious.
It would probably smell good.
most aromatic solo stove ever.
Yeah.
We should have a little party in the parking lot and
Right?
fucking burn some pallets and cigars. And,
Yeah. That's not a bad idea.
What else is new? Fuck. It's 2 weeks. I forgot how
Yeah.
to talk on a podcast.
I think everybody's just fucking smoked too.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's
just
been a long 2 weeks.
It's been a long 2 weeks. It's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we apologize for the fact that we are at this point definitely mediocre. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
go ahead.
I was gonna say I had an interesting I've experience, for lack of better words, over this past weekend. Like I said before the show, I was hanging out in up in Austin on Saturday night. Wasn't really by choice, but I saw a couple of funny things. One was that parking garages up there don't allow Chevy Volts to park in them. And
I can get
then
behind that.
the other interesting thing that I did is I got to hang out with a bunch of people that are very successful in life. But life hasn't fucked them.
Yet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it will. Who knows? But
Nice.
like, yeah, I mean, everybody has their hardships and, childhood growing up and, this or that or whatever traumas that you want to talk about. But like, the majority of my friends at some point in their life have just been fucked.
Like proper fuck.
Like proper.
Dude, yeah.
Life has properly fucked them. And like this was a solid group of like 10 or 12 people that life has not fucked them.
Were they happy?
Oh my God. I was like, what the fuck? Like we're eating tacos. And like, this is so amazing. Oh my God, that drink. And blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, oh, what the fuck?
There's not enough trauma in your life.
Yeah. Like, and I had good conversations with them and they're very smart. Like good people, they don't mean any harm. They're not, they don't take things for granted. Like they have a good head on their shoulders, but it's just, they have this like, I don't know. They're just different.
I remember when I used to be like that. It was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 business partners ago.
I remember it. I think it was like 4th grade.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I think I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you wonder, like, if they were lucky enough to find a mentor that kind of was like, look, don't do shit like this.
No, but I mean, like, what I mean by like life fucking them, like one dude's sober because he got too hardcore into drugs when he was in college.
Yeah.
And he's been sober for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
Like they've all done stupid shit.
Yeah.
But there's never been like a definitive life moment that like, okay, your future from here on out is going to be drastically different now.
Right. You made a decision that has reshaped everything you're going to do.
You know what I mean? They're just like, they just lived like the normal, like you know, oh, I partied my ass off in college. Like, cool. Did it change the outcome of the rest of your life?
No.
No, not really. Like,
that's what
you got a DUI. Yeah,
expects
that
you to
sucked,
do.
but shit's still going. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're not fucked yet.
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting. It was fun. Yeah.
That's
It was definitely a change of pace of the people that I'm usually hanging around.
I have. It's hard. I have a hard time talking to those people. So we have the ones that come in and they're still college students that hang out in my store.
Yeah.
And so they're good students. They're very smart, but these are the ones that got into gaming very young. And now their Friday night and Saturday night as they come and hang out in my place till midnight and they game and they're just pure as the driven snow.
Right.
And like, and it's just like, oh, you just have no fucking idea, do you?
You know,
like,
you could change their life by getting like a local strip club to sponsor a gaming night. And like all the guys would be like, what?
yeah. And these ones are like, what? Like one of them just graduated from college, and I'm more power to him, happy for him, whatever. And it's hard because like, and I have another one that just graduated high school, and they want to be like, you know, I graduated and stuff like, and I'm like, it's everything in me just to get the bullshit phrase out of like, way to go, man. I'm like, way to hit a fucking milestone that everybody before you did. Like, you didn't do anything special. You just waited it out. It's not like you showed up. It's, come on, man. You went to public high school in Texas. Like, what? We're not talking about like, and it's just like, come on. I can't be excited for you. Like, you're just expected to do this. Like, this isn't.
Right.
Like, what do you want, a gold star? Like, you didn't.
Well, they've been given one every day for the last however many years.
I can't do it. And like the ones that graduated college, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
What are you going to do now?
Start paying them student loans back.
Well, one of them is all super excited because, so I didn't know this was a thing. Did you know that the VA has a caretaker program?
Okay.
I don't know.
So
Yes.
one of the kids that graduated from college is all super excited because he's going to make the most money he's ever made. He's going to get paid $1,400 a month to be the caretaker for his grandfather, who is a full disabled vet. But he lives with his grandfather and he's the caretaker. So now he's going to get paid to be the caretaker for his grandfather. And I'm like, look, man, I think it's cool that you're doing it, but I'm like, you do realize that that's like $4 an hour, right? Like,
well,
that's,
and it's, sorry to be cold, but it's not a long-lived career.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and I'm
know.
like, so what are you going to do? Are you just going to not work to take care of your grandfather? So like now you're not getting longevity on the job. You're not getting any sort of skill. You're not doing anything other than now you think you have money because you were working part-time for something on the campus slinging pre-packed sandwiches or some shit. Like, I don't know what he did, but it's nothing on the campus pays well.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, but he wants to be all excited and like tell me all about it. And I'm like, and I want to just go like,
that's innocence. Like, let it be.
I know.
Like,
And
I wish I could get excited about.
and that's what I keep having to
anything
tell
anymore.
myself
Right.
is I'm just like, okay, you at least got to bullshit it. You at least got to be like, that's great, man. I'm really happy for you. And I'm like, because I just want to be like, sit down and tell me what I'm going to tell you what your next 25 years looks like. Just sit down real quick. I'm going to square you away.
Right.
Like, but fuck, man.
Yeah.
But he's got that fucking government money now and he's swiping his credit card in my store. So I'm like,
It's funny. Like,
thanks, VA.
So one side of the spectrum is that where it's like, you know, this kid is a caretaker for his grandfather, which I mean is respectable.
And that's my thing is I'm like, dude, I think it's awesome that you're willing to do that.
But he's super pumped and that gets him excited.
Yeah.
Right. Like I had to fucking spear a Corsican ram out of the back of a side-by-side to get excited. You know what I mean? Like on the other end of the spectrum. Like, yeah. I was like, wow, like I felt something. That's the first time I felt something in a while.
Even buying the house, there were people that would not stop blowing my phone up
Yeah.
because I bought the house. And they're like,
Like, aren't
when
you
are gonna
excited?
Aren't you excited? When can I see it? And I'm like, you're more excited about this fucking house than I am. I'm like, fuck, here's the address. Like, I don't fucking.
It's like, I'll be excited when I sell this bitch and make a profit.
I'm like, God damn. Like,
Well, I think for some people that, you know, they look at buying a home as this like glorious milestone. It's like, I am a homeowner. I'm like, cool. Sure. You know,
I only like it because it's costing me the same amount a month.
Yeah.
Except for my money is now making me money.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Instead of I'm making money for somebody else.
Absolutely.
Well, you're paying a payment, but that payment is essentially to yourself.
Right. Now I'm paying myself.
Yeah.
So, but it's not
you're
like
creating equity in a product that you
I'm only
own.
100 square foot bigger than the house I was in. It like,
Right.
I was in a house. It wasn't a bad house. It wasn't any of that. So it's not like I did these like huge,
Right.
you know, whatever, but now it's just, okay, now it's mine.
Right.
It like, so
Yeah.
I can change it if I want to. But my money's now making me money.
Yeah.
And so like, most exciting thing about it, it appraised for more than I paid for it.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm already making money. Like that's,
Yeah.
other than that, okay. Like everybody's like,
Yeah.
we're gonna come see it, and I'm like, no, it's a forest of boxes. Like I don't even know where anything is. Like,
Give us like 2 months, maybe.
yeah. Like Justin came over, and because he was like, you know, I can't wait to see it, and I was like, yeah, sure. Here's the address. I'll give you a beer. I think we walked around for 30 seconds, and I showed you the house, and
Yeah, I got a tour, but it wasn't like it was all like this is what this is gonna be when it gets unpacked. Like it was which was fair because it was
yeah, like
it
there's some
just
couches
would've
in it. My TV's on the wall.
been- Yeah.
Like,
Priorities.
yeah,
And I'll bet you whiskey's set up.
the bar got set up. Yeah, the bar got set up. I know where all the booze is. Speaking of which, could I have some ice?
Yeah.
He had some help from a freedom friend though.
Yeah, yeah.
Good old Kibby came by. I
Yeah,
heard that-
TJ flew in from Connecticut for 3 days and helped me move, and then flew back.
Did you have to put him on your shoulders to get the TV hung up? Because I know it's pretty.
That was like a whole adventure getting that fucking. So I love my TV. I do thoroughly enjoy it. But we have an 80-inch television.
Yeah.
And we put it above the fireplace. Well, I was the tallest one in the room. Which doesn't happen a lot for me.
No.
So that was cool. But as light as new TVs are, they're only light at certain sizes.
Right.
You start getting above those sizes and
Well,
like, I don't give a fuck how thin it is. An 80-inch TV is fucking heavy.
not only that, but then it translates to awkward.
Yeah. And so
you get 38 inches
and
of span above you.
The mount I bought for it, because I'm brilliant, is a full motion mount.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many of you guys own full motion mounts and have ever put a TV on one, but they are the worst things to move when there's like, if you're just trying to get it to move, it feels like it fights you the whole time. But if you're going to put a TV on it, it is the most fluid, easy to move device you have ever seen in your life. And so, yeah, I mean, it got to the point to where then we finally riddled it out. And it was, okay, Kibby and I are going to get on these chairs and pick it up and hold it. And Caitlin, you're going to move the mount to the TV and hook it. And this was like the fourth attempt at trying to do this before we finally figured out move the light thing to the heavy thing instead of trying to move the heavy thing to the, So yeah, it was an adventure. Nice. And I really didn't want our move in to start with dropping the 80-inch television. So I don't know if USAA would have been super happy with me. And it's like, hey, you know that insurance policy I started 4 days ago?
Yeah.
Could you
pay out $3,000 on their TV?
Yeah, that was fun. But it's hung, it works. And in a completely surprising note, the internet was super easy to do.
Yeah.
The house was already wired for fiber.
Oh, nice.
So I just called and they just sent me the new box and I plugged it in and linked it. And
hell yeah.
2 minutes later, I had whole home fiber. And I was like, it has never been this easy anywhere I've ever lived.
Well, that was just payback for the TV.
Oh, no shit. But it's good.
Yeah. I did something unusual last week.
Did you kiss a girl?
No, I read a book.
I didn't know you could read.
I do.
Before I hear this story, can I have some more of that Basil Hayden?
Oh, yeah.
It's going down rather well.
Oh, apparently it is. Holy cow. Look at that.
Yeah.
What'd you read?
I read 19 with a Bullet. It's written by a guy named Granger Korf. Granger was a South African parabat, which is a paratrooper for the South Africans. Talking about going in and fighting Angolan rebels and all sorts of shit. And the entirety of the book covered 2 years because it's a mandatory 2-year service for South Africans.
Huh.
And it was really, really fucking good. So
I'm gonna have to check that out.
yeah.
I just don't do a lot of war books.
Yeah.
I read a lot of sci-fi,
Yeah.
a lot of fantasy.
Yeah.
I do war books.
I guess I don't really read for.
I like true story war books though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I-
I've been wanting to do a Jack Carr book because everybody talks so highly of him, but being fiction, it just loses me. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I read to escape,
Right.
Yeah.
and so reading just history doesn't. I can't stay motivated to keep reading.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can get through the.
I don't read at all. I listen to books. 'cause
Gemini.
I drive a lot.
Big Jim and I had a conversation about like war stories and stuff like that. And he likes a lot of the shows and stuff, but he only watches fiction. Like he doesn't watch like the real thing. And even like we went to that Hero Sports dinner together. And right when they got to the whole like, hey, let's tell a bunch of heart-wrenching stories to get people to loosen their wallets up. Like all of us just went outside. It was just like, yeah, I don't need to hear all this again
Yeah.
and again and again and again. And I'm like, yeah, not. But
Yeah.
I've read. There's like Generation Kill was really good.
I watched the movie.
I just started watching Fubar on Netflix.
Oh, I saw
Yeah.
the preview of that.
It's kind of funny. It really is.
Yeah.
Fucking Netflix. I don't have Netflix anymore
Yeah.
because I fucking had my mom's Netflix and they fixed it. And I was like, fuck. But I've got like 17 streaming services,
Right.
so I'm like,
yeah.
you know what? There's not enough on there that I give a shit about. So
But yeah, essentially Arnold Schwarzenegger is a undercover CIA operative. And so is his daughter, and they don't know that the other one is until
yeah.
they like find out in the middle of a mission.
isn't he like 70 something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he's older than that.
Maybe, but I
Is
mean, he
it-
definitely doesn't look young. 75.
Oh shit.
But yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's good. It's
Yeah.
funny.
I so bad. Have y'all? I know Jazz has. Have y'all watched Ted Lasso?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna start that this week.
You need to. It's amazing.
Was it the season finale?
That was it. That was the series finale.
I've
Well, we don't know. So now there's tweets and stuff coming out from actors that were on the show. So like you've watched the whole thing,
yeah,
right?
Yep.
So McAdoo, the captain of the team,
Yeah.
he put a tweet out that said, huge thanks to my fans or the fans of the show. Not even my fans, the fans of the show, Jason Sudeikis, Apple TV, like everybody that put this amazing journey together to make this incredible show that's impacted so many people. I'm going to miss you all ... for now.
Nice.
And like, and then there's that thing at the end with the wink and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And it's like, all right, motherfuckers, like, is this over or not over?
Yeah.
Because this show gave me
Well,
faith
they-
in humanity
Well,
again.
And
Like,
they wrapped it up. Like it could be over. Like,
oh no, 100%.
yeah.
If they didn't do anything, I don't
Yeah.
feel like they left anything
No.
undone. Like it was incredible. It's such a good show.
Mhm.
Like it's original.
It's
Like,
got everybody that you know in real life as a character in it too. Like all the different types of personalities.
Yeah.
Like they do a good job.
and I absolutely love that you don't find out certain things about people until like the end. Like when you find out about the assistant coach, Coach Beard,
Yeah.
and you find out his history and
Yeah.
why he's so loyal to Ted and stuff, and you're like,
Yeah.
the fuck? It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
It's masterfully done. It is damn near perfect storytelling.
When he comes out in his fucking G-string underwear though. That is like the funniest fucking scene ever.
Just confident as fuck, too. Just comes out, grabs coffee cups.
And you know, in real life, like he's probably the polar opposite of that character.
Right.
Yeah.
But do you want to talk about it? I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
No, it's good.
Because when that scene happened, my wife literally goes like, "Oh my God, are they sleeping together?" And then they come in the room and I was like, "That's what they don't want to talk about."
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, God, such a good show.
It is.
Highly recommend if you haven't started it yet. And we didn't spoil anything for that.
No.
Honestly, I could spoil everything for you right now, and you'd still love the shit out of the show.
I've only really seen like clips of it on like TikTok and stuff. But every single clip I've seen, I'm like, fuck, I need to watch this show.
It's pretty funny.
Even just a 30-second little bit of it. Like the one that's real popular is when he's playing darts against that guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
And
Like,
the funny thing
Be
is
Curious
that
one?
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
scene of him playing darts
Yeah.
is probably that is the cockiest you will ever see that character.
yeah, fuck. Yeah, I'm
Ever.
going to start that this
That's as cocky as he ever gets. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and even then, it wasn't even like a just to prove I'm better than you.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
more of
week. It was a learning lesson.
there's
for the
a
other guy.
teaching moment
Yes.
that can happen because he's a coach.
Mhm.
And that's his entire methodology behind coaching. He never once really digs into the sports thing until the third season
Yeah.
when he's fucking tripped out on tea and barbecue sauce and
Right.
comes up with that. And, but the rest of it is literally coaching on how to be a better person.
Yeah.
And, now he will make you feel like you are a horrible human being.
Mhm.
That's fair.
That show will make you go like, God, fuck, I suck.
Yeah.
I don't need a show to tell me that.
Yeah, but he makes you want to be better, not just remind you that you're awful.
Well, that settles it. I'm not watching it.
It's a great show. We started it over.
Yeah.
Well, now we're watching it again because there's a bunch of like setup, like Easter eggs that happen that don't pay off for like 10 episodes. And so now we're watching it again to see if we can't catch all of them. So it's, man, it's good.
What's the other one about the news agency?
Oh.
Fuck.
It's on Apple too, isn't it?
Yeah, all the siblings.
Apple's crushing it right now. Their media is just next level.
Succession. That's a good one. It's the polar opposite of Ted Lasso, but
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Succession? Yeah, oh yeah. It's
I want to watch, I think it's called Welcome to Tomorrow.
Succession makes you feel like you're a good person. Like, because they're all horrible human beings in that show.
There's another one on Apple. We started watching Foundation, which is based on Isaac Asimov's book from the 50s.
Oh, I saw the first season. Is there a new season out?
There's 2 seasons out right now.
Okay.
It's really good. We just started it, but man, I'm impressed. The people that put that together and Apple putting the money behind it, it was for a long time, that piece of media, that book, it's a trilogy. Everybody said it couldn't be done. You can't put this on film or television. It's too big.
Right.
Like you can't tell this story. Even James Cameron was like, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Like it's too big. And so the 2 creators of the show essentially went to Apple and was like, here's how we want to do it. And Apple was like, here's a check, go figure it out.
Yeah.
And God, it's good.
It is good. Yeah.
And then there's a new one on there called Silo that I want to
I
watch.
started watching it.
I want to watch that.
The first couple shows were good, and then I don't know. I zone out during it. Like
Really?
It doesn't
It doesn't hold you?
doesn't hold me.
Feels like it would because you're in a closed environment because it's a murder, right? It's a murder mystery.
But I don't know. It seems just really drug out, I guess.
Can I steal this? I'm gonna steal this.
Yeah.
Have
Let's
y'all
do it.
seen the new Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
Nope. And I kind of don't want to because I feel like it went the same way as the last Thor movie.
Yeah.
I feel like it's trying too fucking hard.
It definitely was the least comical out of all of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, there's a couple points where it like hits home, and you're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is like the
Look,
extra."
I am in the
comic
camp at this
Marvel.
point that Marvel should have just stopped at Endgame. When they wrapped up the Infinity Saga, that should have just be done. Like you created a cinematic universe that will never be rivaled. Nobody will ever come close to that. It was like 26 films. Nobody's ever going to come. And they were all good. There's not even like a bad one in there. Like it's even the third Iron Man was passable. Like, But
speaking of passable, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
it's good.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's good. I've watched it twice. It's fucking solid.
I watched it yesterday. I was like,
It's solid.
I could deal with that
Yep,
one. Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
Actually, we have Chris Freeman's in the audience right now, and Chris came through as the real fucking MVP and gave me his Voodoo login. And he's a huge cinephile.
Yeah.
So, like, if the day a movie comes out, he buys it and it's on his Voodoo, and he texts me and he's like, "Hey, this movie came out. I bought it. It's on there." So, like, John Wick 4 came out. He texted me as soon as he bought it and was like, "The movie's on there." Like, he asked me if I'd seen Dungeons and Dragons. He was like, "It's on my Voodoo. Go watch it." Like, and so, he's the real MVP for that one. So I'm watching all these new releases as they come out because he's buying them all, and I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. I'll mooch off your account. Doesn't bother me."
Question for you: Dungeons and Dragons. As someone who knows nothing,
You don't need to know
D&D,
fuck all about the game and
you can
still enjoy that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright,
But if
cool.
you know the game,
yeah,
like I'm intimately familiar with the game,
you just get a little more out of the movie.
there's so much stuff buried in there
Yeah.
Yes.
that if you've played and you've played for a long time, you see stuff. And if you know the old media, like the show from the 80s, there's a bunch of shit you recognize. Like it's really good. But you can know fuck all
And still enjoy it.
and still enjoy that movie.
Because I saw the previews and stuff like that, and it looked
It's good. It is also, I saw a review that said it was Chris Pine at his Chris Piniest. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Until you
And
watched
then I
it.
watched it and I was like, oh fuck, this is Chris Pine at his Chris Piniest. That is maximum Chris Pine.
The one point that made me laugh, like literally busted out laughing, was the dragon.
The chonky dragon.
Such a chonker.
Made it so it's not so much a slapstick, it is a story.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's
Thoroughly enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
now it's on Paramount Plus. So if you have Paramount, you can just watch it.
Yeah. That's where I watched it. So
Hell yeah, that's
Paramount.
awesome.
yeah. No,
Yeah, it's on
like
Paramount
if
Plus.
you've never played
Yeah.
the game ever or even
You can
been
still
exposed
enjoy
to it, you can sit and watch that and just enjoy the movie.
Hell yeah.
It's good entertainment.
I was worried it was going to be super campy, but it's not.
You know, and that was one of the reasons. Like I'd
holds.
seen it.
That
I'd seen it
paladin, the
available to
paladin
watch.
character is my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
character in the whole movie.
I'd seen it available for like the last 3 or 4 days,
Really
and I was
good.
like, I don't know. And then I watched it yesterday. I was like, yeah, I'll probably watch that one again because it's just a lot of fun. So, yeah.
Do you remember what the Navy posted for Gay Pride Month?
Yeah, happy Pride Month to everybody, by the way.
Do you remember what the post was?
Well, it was a picture of a battleship, a picture of a submarine, and a picture of something else Navy related that had the rainbow flag, and it just said Pride. Navy celebrates Pride Month or something.
The reason I ask is because it's no longer there.
I replied as warfighter on that one, and all I said was Jesus fucking Christ. That was my reply, and I had like I don't know 50 likes on it or something.
But I was just because I was going to check and I was going to talk about it, and I couldn't find the post, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
So, look,
They replaced it with a different one, and it has like a memorandum for distribution, like a copy of the actual memorandum. But they pulled that post and they pulled that picture.
I don't know. Here's my deal. And yes, happy Pride Month.
Yeah.
Do your thing. I'm here for it. You get no judgment out of me. I don't understand why the fuck the Navy needs to chime in at all.
At all.
It was
At all.
only the Navy and the Coast Guard
And the Air Force Reserves.
and the Air Force Reserves,
But-
but all other branches didn't post anything.
But I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Look, we got rid of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. You can be openly gay and you can be in the military.
Yeah.
Fucking cool. I don't give a shit. Just show me you're proficient at your job. That's all
Yeah.
honestly, I don't wear the uniform anymore, so it doesn't really fucking matter to me. But if I was in when they repealed it, I'd have gone, cool. You do you.
Yes.
But as far as the 9 to 5 shit is concerned, you need to be proficient at your fucking job. That's
But
all
like,
I care about.
In a branch of service, as a service member, there's certain things you're not allowed to have a public opinion about. I kind of expect that from the service themselves. Like you shouldn't celebrate. You shouldn't discourage. It should just, you allow it or you don't allow it.
Yeah, you're impartial either
You're
way.
impartial. It as a branch of fucking service.
Yep.
Right? Like, okay, so you celebrate Pride Month. So are we going to celebrate every other thing except for, we can't say Merry Christmas, but we can say Happy Holidays. You know, like, I mean,
and that's
so-
my whole thing. It's just like,
So you say Pride Month, right? How many dedicated days per year do you think that the LGBTQ community has?
if you're gay or not gay.
Just that, like, this is a like June is Pride Month, and then like this is National blah 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 day.
I have no
and
idea.
Blah blah. How many do you think? Just take a
Because
guess.
I'm pretty sure if you're gay, it's all 365.
But how many are like? I wouldn't really say recognized days, but how many are like?
Unofficial holiday bullshit.
Yeah, organized like this date is for this.
I don't know. I know yesterday was National Cheese Day.
Yeah.
yeah, where's
I'm gonna
Navy?
guess-
Navy, where are you at on Tuesday?
I'm gonna guess 65.
Okay, Google it. But if I remember right, I read an article about this, and it was something like 156 days out of the year.
So you can be proud to be gay for half the year.
No, those are like National Tequila Day. It's like something like that. Like it's not a holiday, but it's like the day that you're supposed to recognize whatever it is.
No name calling week.
I think that was something else. I'm trying to find it.
That said, that was an LGBTQ holiday. Was no name calling week. I'm sorry, but you want to feel like you're a bad motherfucker? Get somebody from that community to tell you that you are bad bitch or tell you yes queen or anything like that, and you're high on life for the rest of the day. It's like a black man complimenting your shoes.
I don't know. I think I'm going to stand by my equal, but not fucking special. Like, and why a branch of service acknowledges this. The branch of service should be so neutral. You should be like celebrate shoot him in the face day. Fuck. Like
That's how we were taught, though, is that none of Jesus Christ, that's a list.
Yeah. It's a list.
We were always taught that like nothing about you fucking matters because
Right.
everybody here is green.
Yeah, everybody's the
that's
same.
what we were taught was you were all equivalent pieces of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Excuse me, 145 calendar days.
that's insane.
That's what it was.
Jeez.
So, I don't know. I'm with you. It's equivalent but not special.
yeah.
Like you don't get. There's nothing special about it, especially within the military.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like
Like to spend dollars on recruiting, like I don't know what
it also doesn't help.
what
that the Navy
percentage
did it.
what percentage of the U.S. is LGBTQ plus?
I don't know, fuck it. Say 30%.
I think we did this one time and it was a lot higher than I thought. That's why I want Justin to look. But like, and of that percentage, how many do you think actually want to join the military? So do you have it yet?
Well, these numbers are all over the place.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm looking for it.
We'll
but
go
this
with the
is gonna be
Peacock. What
weird.
does the Peacock say?
It says
2012 was 7.1.
7%. So
That was 2012.
well,
A
that's-
lot's changed since then.
Yeah. So say it's 20%. 20% of the population.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it's 7%. It's got to be higher than that.
Say it's 20.
I'm gonna. I'll sign off on 20.
So 20% of the population is LGBTQ. Of that 20%, how many do you think are actively even remotely give a fuck about joining the military? Maybe 5% of those?
Well, that's a big ask.
Yeah, 5% seems aggressive.
I mean, think about the percentage of the U.S. population that is.
It's less
In
than
the
1%
Yeah.
that ever joined.
No. So of the 20% that are LGBTQ, say 5% are. That would equal what? Like 2.5% of the whole population?
No.
Probably less than that. It would
It's
be less than
way
1%.
less than that.
Less than 1%. So you're spending recruiting dollars on trying to recruit less than 1% of any person even remotely interested in joining the military.
Are you trying to say that the government spends money
Why not?
for no reason?
But like, why?
I don't think that's why they're not putting that out to try to get that 0.5% or whatever to join the military. They're putting that money in there to stay like, all right, no one's yelling at us right now. Like, we acknowledged it. We look like an ally.
They got yelled at by somebody, or you don't take post down. You don't take post down because everything went according to plan.
I think it's a no-win situation for
That's why you
like
just
that.
don't.
That's why you don't acknowledge the fucking shit.
Exactly.
That's
You just don't do anything.
But nowadays,
Like
if you don't acknowledge it, then you're going to get yelled at by that very small group.
Yeah, but then you release the statement that says, we don't acknowledge any lifestyle choices. We don't do holiday posts. We don't do religious posts. We don't do lifestyle posts. We don't do anything. The only thing that the military is allowed to chime in on, and I get it, is you want to chime in on Veterans Day? You get to chime in on Veterans Day. You can chime in on Memorial Day. Yeah. You can chime in on Armed Forces Day. You can chime in, like...
That makes sense.
That all makes sense to me. Other than that, you keep your fucking trap shut because it's not your job. Don't eat airsoft pellets. Yeah. What are you doing?
Whoever runs or whoever used to run the HK Twitter account needs to be the one that runs all DOD accounts.
What, the one that put the bullets in the mag backwards?
No. The one they just fucking troll everyone. Nice. And it is gold. Like absolute gold. I don't know if they still do it. What's that?
Are they better than Wendy's?
But
they're right up there with them.
If the
Wendy's
military was going to make an LGBTQ post, it should have been the Army wishing the Navy Happy Pride Month.
Well, that's what I mean. You hire one of these people like from either Wendy's or HK to run all these DOD. That's the post that's going to happen. You know?
Absolutely.
They'll make an uncle joke about the Marines. Like, you know, something.
It's just, it's so bizarre to me that no one can take the route like what Jazz was talking about, where it's like, we don't fucking care what you are.
Yeah.
We don't care. If you serve your nation honorably, you got our support.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Yep.
Like, we don't care.
And I was listening to Dan Holloway talk about Pride Month, and he brought up a good point. He's like, what is there to be proud about? What did you, it's something you are, not something you've accomplished. Right?
Yep.
Like,
well, I don't know.
I mean,
am I gay? I don't know.
Yeah,
like, genuinely,
are you proud of being straight?
I am, but I don't want to take a month to celebrate it.
But you're proud to be straight, or are you just fucking like, I'm just fucking straight?
I'm not. I am fucking proud that I've never taken a dick in my ass. I am proud that I've made it this long in life, and that's never happened.
Wait, how long were you in the military?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like, John must think my Ether Bunny statements are jokes. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is that you could just be a top and not know it.
Well, you know what? I'm proud that I don't know it.
Well, like I'm not proud that I'm white. I'm just white. I'm not proud that I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm not proud that I'm straight. I'm just fucking straight.
You didn't accomplish anything.
I didn't accomplish.
It just exists.
I just am that.
Yeah.
I don't need to be proud of it. I mean, I'm not. I guess, you know. I don't know. Like, I'm proud of Warfighter. It's something we put together and accomplished.
You built it.
Yes.
Like, you did something.
Yes. I'm not. Yeah. I'm
not
proud.
We've had this conversation before about we live in a black and white world now, though. There is no in between area. Yeah. So it's like, well, if you're not proud to be straight, then are you ashamed to be straight? It's like, no, I'm just fucking straight.
Yeah.
Like,
that's it.
You have your preference and I have mine. Like if we go to Baskin Robbins, and you get fucking Rocky Road and I get fucking mint chocolate chip, and we both go like, I don't like those flavors, and it's like, okay, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't mean that I hate yours.
If one of my close friends were like, I'm gay, my reaction would be like,
well, I mean, Gary comes in here all the time.
It's true, right? And we don't give him, I mean, we give him shit, but not because of being gay.
Yeah.
I make fun of Gary for being a felon, not for being gay.
Yeah. The only time we'll make fun of you about being gay is if you don't want to be gay and you end up being gay, then we'll make fun of you for being gay.
Hence the Ether Bunny.
Yes.
AKA
pretty
the struggle
sure
snuggle.
You just said rape.
Yeah.
It's a struggle
Gary
snuggle.
was a felon and in prison, so we make fun of him for being gay, but he didn't want to be gay.
I don't know. He worked out a lot in prison. You don't do that unless you're trying to be attractive.
I seen his hair.
Yeah.
But no,
the only real reason I have ever seen for working out as hard as anybody works out is to look good while fucking.
Yeah.
Nobody can give me another reason. They can't. They're like, well, I want to be at the pinnacle of performance and like to look good while fucking. Like that's the actual reason, right? Like you're trying to build something that's attractive.
Right.
You just want to look good while naked.
Yeah, because if not, then you just be a strong man.
Yeah.
So
So
I don't care how they look. They just lift a million fucking
right?
pounds.
Like nobody's looking at Obi and going like, you pretty as fuck.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Somebody
he is.
might.
He's strong and pretty.
He's strong and pretty. But like,
But no,
if
like
you're working out that hard in prison,
like you know, like I don't know, does the angry LGBTQ community think that? Well, I don't know. If somebody came up to me and was like, "I'm gay," I'd be like, "Great,
Cool.
Like, don't care, right? Like,
zero impact on me.
it changes nothing. It changes nothing.
I think
Yeah.
like what you were saying is like you're proud of Warfighter.
Yeah.
Because it's something that's been built from the ground up, right?
Right.
I think the whole like being proud of being gay is it's people that are making that their whole identity. And that's
Yeah.
like that's what they got to show. They're like, I'm proud to be gay. And it's like, but like you said, and like it's been said for years, you don't pick to be gay.
You just are.
You just are. So it's
cool.
yeah.
Whatever.
Fucking who
Who
cares?
fucking cares?
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you do? Are you good at your job?
Like I'm,
Like-
I'm proud as fuck that I have blue eyes.
Right?
I'm fucking proud of my blue eyes. God damn it! What does that mean?
Yeah.
Nothing.
No.
Like, oh, you worked really hard to have blue eyes.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Well, part of me did.
Did you guys see that they had that video snafu shit show on Twitter for that it's like an hour-long documentary called "What Is a Woman?"
No.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I mean,
Fucking
I don't know how
watch
you
it.
can, I don't know how you can,
Matt Walsh.
I don't know how you
Yeah.
can turn that into an hour. It's
No,
about
watch
a
it.
3-second.
It's painful.
Watch it.
yeah.
Essentially,
It's
all
painful.
this guy does is he goes around and he interviews these like high up people, like professors and all kinds of shit, and starts a conversation with them, and then asks the question: what is a woman? What's your definition of a woman? And nobody can fucking answer it.
Well, they can't.
And it's like as
Well,
soon
no,
as that
'cause the
question
problem
happens,
is-
Yeah.
like
When you have learned people that try to answer a straight up question like that, what is a woman? You have to go into hard definitions
and
that
no-
are science backed to get a definition.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as you get hard definitions involved, then the whole because I feel like that doesn't work. You
Yeah.
can't argue. You can't argue
Did you
feeling
Did you see the one
as a definition.
I can't remember who it was, but one of the guys that does public speaking, some guy in the audience, you're like, "What's your definition of a woman?" And he threw it back on him, and he's like, "What do you do for a living?" He's like, I'm
yeah.
The EMT?
Yep,
Yes.
I'm an EMT.
yeah.
You know, so the guy's like, "Well, say you come to a scene and somebody's
Says he's in labor,
says he's in labor,
but it's a guy.
but it's a guy." Like, and the dude's just like, "Well, yeah, you know,
Yeah. Do you accept that as the reason that he's
Yeah.
in distress? And the EMT was like, and you can see that he's like, there's no fucking way out of this. Like,
Yeah.
there is no argument here. And he's like, well, no. And it's like, well, there you go. The biology isn't, well, fuck it. We've talked about the Bud Light thing. Can I preface this by I can vouch for everybody in this room that we legitimately don't give a fuck what you do behind closed
I
doors.
absolutely don't.
I don't fucking care.
The only thing I care about is that you're loud
But-
loud outside about
Who's
it.
the Bud Light?
Dylan Mulvaney.
There you go. Has now apparently come out as a lesbian. So this is a dude dressed like a chick that digs chicks. If you're a dick,
I've come out as a lesbian
I
a
was
long
gonna
time
say,
ago.
maybe I am part of this community. I just didn't know because I used to try to use that line when I was in the military. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm a lesbian trapped in a guy's body.
I use it on my wife
I didn't
all
know it
the
was
time.
a
It gets-
fucking thing, though. What's Michelle's take on that?
You know, I was just hoping I could be lesbians together with her.
I like it. But yeah, apparently come out as a lesbian. And then there was a
Makes lot
video
of
that a guy
sense.
put out that like did it as an equation, like a math equation. And it was literally like dude over D, because dude has D. Then you have dude over V, Well, dude over V plus V, but dude has D. So if it's D plus V equals S. S stands for fucking straight. Like you're, and it's like, yeah, like I've met straight drag queens.
Yeah.
Like I've met drag queens that have wives. So like,
we were in the infantry. We get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All those stories are starting to come forward about like the drag shows that happened during World War II and shit. Like the NWR would put on, and like generals were showing up in drag, and they were doing these drag shows deployed and all that shit. Like that's like, yep, nope. The greatest generation dressed in drag, straight as a fucking arrow.
It's funny.
It's funny.
I had a buddy of mine.
It's not serious.
A buddy of mine in Arizona.
It's hard to be taken serious.
My buddy Eric. When he turned 20, wasn't even of legal drinking age, we told him that we'd take him to the bars with us one day for day drinking. But it was all on our terms. And like, we knew all the bartenders, and it was what it was. And he's like, I'm in, done. So we got him this like skin tight little red fucking mini dress, right? And it's fro wig. And we took him to like 9 bars.
Wait a minute, did you guys pay for everything?
Oh yeah, 100%.
How do you sign up for this?
Right? But it was amazing.
You wouldn't even need a wig.
It was amazing because like I still have pictures somewhere. I'll have to dig them out at some point. But we have pictures of us going like we went into Hooters, and he was dressed like that. And we walk into the bathroom, and he's standing at a urinal with this front of his dress pulled up. You know what I mean? And like people would walk in, and they're like, "Whoa, rough day for you, huh?" And stand next to him, you know. But like nowadays,
my response every time would just be like, "Free tab, bro."
But nowadays, if we would have done that same thing, and we went into Hooters and he walked
You'd have been
into
shaming somebody,
right? We would have pissed.
No bullshit. You could have pulled it off today, because who the fuck is going to question him? Who's going to question him?
Because he was because he looked like a woman,
right?
In theory, he really didn't. But
yeah, but
he was in the male restroom.
Yeah, but nobody can question that shit today.
Usually it's the other way around, though.
No.
Like if a female goes into a male restroom, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah. Dudes that are dressed like chicks want to go piss in the chick restroom.
Yes,
that's what you're saying.
Either way, I don't think you can say anything.
I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm standing in Twin Peaks at the urinal and some chick walks into me, up next to me, and fucking pulls her shit out and just like pulls her hood back and just starts pissing in the urinal, I'm fist bumping her before I leave. Like, because that's just impressive work.
What if you think this chick walks in, pulls her dress up, and starts pissing, and you look over and you're like, "Fuck, dude!" Like.
What am I surprised?
Where do you hide that thing?
I know.
Yeah.
What kind of underwear do you wear?
No way it fits underneath that skirt. It's only 4 inches long.
Your skirt's shorter than that.
The only thing mini on you is that fucking skirt, sir.
They just shop at Target with a new tuckable swimwear.
Did y'all see Target took a big old hit?
Yeah,
because they had some Satanist. It was what they were designing, like kids shit.
Yeah,
but it was all
so
weird.
Yes,
stuff.
But to be clear,
yeah,
they designed Target standard stuff. Target has a QC. They see everything that they're going to put out, and the designer did some stuff that passed Target QC, and it was for Pride Month. Then it came out that this designer's Etsy store.
No, I've seen this shit in Target. It's in Target.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm wrong.
Because Michelle and I don't remember when it was. It was a while back before all this new shit came out. And I'm like, who the fuck would buy this for their infant? It's just shit that didn't make sense.
Well, I mean, half the shit out there doesn't make sense to me anymore.
Yeah. But I mean, like if you wanted a little rainbow shit to be cute and whatever, but like this was like.
Yeah, I don't think you can put pride stuff on somebody that can't talk.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, right? No expression of opinion. You're just that's called grooming. For those of you that aren't aware, and it is actually it's a psychological abuse. If you were grooming somebody into a certain personality,
we all groom our kids, right? Some of us just try to groom them to not be assholes, but
right. But your parenting style is you set like left and right limits, and you can be whatever you want within those left and right limits. Yeah. Right? It's like, hey, don't do this. Like, this is where it's too far on the left. This is where it's too far on the right.
It's never you have to do this.
But as long as you're kind of in between those left and right limits, and it's mostly for safety.
Yeah.
And
right.
you know, and like you said, don't be a fucking asshole. Like, you can't do this.
Yeah.
But as long as you're inside those limits, okay. But if you are grooming your child into a certain belief structure and everything, this is why I'm going to fucking say it, and some of y'all aren't going to like me. I have the same problem with grooming children for your religion. They are not old enough to choose for themselves. They don't believe shit. They are believing whatever the fuck you told them. They don't believe. So you're going to take them to church and they're like, no, my child loves Vacation Bible School. Really? That one that doesn't know how to piss in a toilet understands who its creator is? Like, that's full existential realism within your toddler. That's what I'm supposed to believe?
At some point, they quit believing in Santa Claus, too.
Yep.
You know, like, you want them to be able to think for themselves and form their own opinions.
First off, I am an almost 40-year-old that still believes in Santa Claus.
Well, I didn't say he wasn't real. I just said a lot of kids quit believing.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. But it's still grooming. That's still grooming. And like, we only want to give it to like pedophiles and shit like that. And it's like, nope. Yeah. If you are changing somebody's mental status to believe something because you want them to believe it, that is grooming. That is advantageous cognitive dissonance. That's what that is. And you're a bad person for doing it.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There goes all of my hashtag Team Jazz. Nobody fucking. Anyways, sign us off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shark Debauchery.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to figure out if I want to say that or not. Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Score yourself 15% off all those nice smoky treats. Wellness.us. Freedom Friends 25, quarter off your order over there. All your CBD needs. Freedom Friends 10 at ictech.com. Our IC Tech coolers for those who get it. And grillyourassoff.com/Freedom Friends podcast. 15% off all your tasty meat needs. Other than that, tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Tell your fucking mom's friends.
And then go buy a fucking rocks glass from Warfighter so that you can do this. I'm going to raise my glass. Say thank you to you boys. Freedom by Freedom Friends.
Here's to being equal.
Yeah.
But not fucking special.
But not fucking special.
3 easy things.
Words to live by.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what month it is. You can do them all the time.
It doesn't matter which way you swing either.
Yep.
No. The first one?
I got it.
What is it?
I'm a fucking smoke on.
Oh.
Drink on.
And God damn it, boys.
Freedom the fuck on.